When I was 20 years old, I got picked to be the head juror on a court case, and I want to tell the story of what happened. So I was in the first year of my PhD studying neuroscience, and it turned out that the case that I was on was about a guy who had been rear-ended in a car accident, and he was suing the other driver, claiming that it had basically messed up his spine and spinal cord and all his nerves. At the time, I was literally learning about the anatomy of the spinal cord in my classes, so I was like, okay, maybe this is something I can help with. So over the next few days, the jury learned about the case. We were given these classified medical records to inspect, and I distinctly remember going to a coffee shop and sitting down with these records and just spending hours with them and reading them. And basically what I determined was that the guy who was suing was making it up. It was very clear that he had all these back problems and nerve problems before the accident, and they didn't get significantly worse after. So I brought those records back to the jury, and I made my case. And because of this, I ended up being selected as the head juror, which means that at 20 years old, I had to stand up in court before the judge and the defendant and everyone and deliver the jury's decision, which of course was that basically the lawsuit was bogus. And I will never forget that. That was probably the first time in my life that I felt that my education was allowing me to have an impact on society. And most of all, it instilled within me this appreciation for fact. Because without fact and reason and careful thought, the guy who was being sued could have had his entire life ruined by a case that wasn't actually based in reality. So just a reminder that knowledge is power, and what you don't know can hurt you and others.